the Skylane War Rite, let the engines chant, voices made of metal saying you can. When the tires scream hymns in the burning glow, we carve our vows in the lines below. On the Skylane War Rite, where the chosen run, only those who face the storm see the sun.
Every passing post is a mark we write,
a sacred bruise of the Skylane War Rite. Ramps twist upward like a battle cry,
guardrails ringing when the sparks fly.
in the thunder hymn of the overdrive, we prove to the night that we're alive.
If you want a name in the chorus hall,
You must risk the skid and the thousand fall,
every near miss, every blazing slide,
is another seal on your racing ride.
crowd noise rises like a distant song.
Yet inside the cockpit there's a deadly calm.
Between each breath and the tax red glow,
You decide how far you're gonna go. On the Skylane War Rite, let the engines chant, voices made of metal saying you can. When the tires scream hymns in the burning glow, we carve our vows in the lines below. On the Skylane War Rite, where the chosen run, only those who face the storm see the sun.
every passing post is a mark we write,
A sacred bruise of the Skylane War Rite. And the checkered flag falls through the smoky air,
only some remain to remember there,
but the lanes themselves hold the stories tight.
of every soul bound by the Skylane War Rite.
Filtered silence as we rocket ahead.
Wind becomes a whisper in a wire of red.
In that tunnel where the noise bends slow,
I hear the verdict in the undertow.
your shadow slips back by your tires with
Like fate just edited your legend script.
every tiny meter is a shouted sign
That the oracle moved to my side of the line.
Nitro surges like a thunder decree
Stamping out down with a straight line plea.
in the mirror of speed where the brave confess.
You can see your empire turn to second best.
As the rival drag oracle who owns the night, answer comes screaming in the flash of green light. When the RPM prophecy tears through the dark, we collide on the straight till it brands your heart. As the rival drag oracle, which name survives, written in the smoke of our crossing lines. When the slipstream vision wraps around your soul, you know who was chosen by the quarter mile road. Finish lights bloom like a coronation flame
Crowd noise crashing as they call one name.
on the strip where destinies compress and fold.
The oracle smiles and the tire marks scroll.
When the engines cool and the neon fades
Only one echo in the concrete veins.
on the dead straight line where our legends were broke, the prophecy was written in a single
Run of smoke.
frame where the world can't breathe. I plant the crown that you had to leave.
If you wake up to the rush of white,
See my shadow welded to the night.
understand the rule that you failed to see. Shock and overrun is the way of me.
Now the tempo snaps and the track comes back.
Full speed verdict on your shattered track.
All stop moment was the loaded gun.
Blast is just the bullet of the chosen one.
This is the overrun shock doctrine, cutting all your sights. Drop you in the void, then I strike with blinding light.
When the engines freeze and the neon veins go black,
I steal the light and never give it back. This is the overrun shock doctrine, all stop into blast. Rip away your future in a single overpass.
on the final lap where the fearless don't complain.
I seize the crown by detonating chains. When the night moves on and the skyline glows, only one car's rumor in the circuit flows. In the stories whispered of the ones who remain, they say I took the world in a single blackout frame. understand your legends hanging by a thread.
One more corner and your story's done. I write the final line at 3:01.
I am the ruler of the corner, hear the engine roar, breaking every challenger who dares to ask for more. When the guardrail glows like a crown of light, I rise above the curve as the corner night tyrant. Sirens in the distance fade into the chrome. Neon like a gallows over asphalt stone. Helmet locks down, heart becomes a drum. On this fast lane court, the verdict's gonna come.
Every signal on a dash is a glowing scar, written for the sins committed by your car. You were king of the night till the gavel drops. When my tires scream steel, your heartbeat stops.
Pedal like a hammer on the metal floor. Every gear a sentence you can't ignore.
When the boost ignites and the shadows split, you'll feel the iron judgment when I hit.
This is the fast lane iron verdict, roaring through the heat, slamming down the justice where the steel and concrete meet. When the sparks explode like a judgment in the dark, they bring the hammer of the engine to your heart. This is the fast lane iron verdict, echo in the smoke, breaking all your pride like a rusted crown that broke. On the edge of grip where your courage comes apart, I write the iron sentence on your heart. You hid behind the noise of your hall of fame, talking like a legend with a borrowed name.
But the track remembers who survives the storm, who can take the impact and remain informed.
Streetlights are the jury watching every turn, every drift a question, every slide you burn.
You can't run from the truth in the revs I raise. When I drop the clutch, it's the end of days.
Tires bite down like shackles on the ground. Nitro is the law in the engine sound.
When I close the gap and erase your lead, you'll feel the cold steel of my speed.
This is the fast lane iron verdict, roaring through the heat, slamming down the justice where the steel and concrete meet. When the sparks explode like a judgment in the dark, bring the hammer of the engine to your heart. This is the fast lane iron verdict, echo in the smoke, breaking all your pride like a rusted crown that broke. On the edge of grip where your courage comes apart, I write the iron sentence on your heart. No appeal when the red line starts to glow. Every scream of metal says it's time to go.
If you cross that line with a shaking hand,
You'll be crushed beneath the weight of what I am.
I am the gavel when the storm rolls in. Every shift a blow to your fragile skin.
If you dare to stand on this final bend,
No, the fast lane only crowns the bitter end.
headlights clash like blades in a midnight trial.
Only truth is written in the racing file.
When the checker falls on this iron night, one will fade,
One will hold right.
This is the fast lane iron verdict, roaring through the heat, slamming down the justice where the steel and concrete meet. When the sparks explode like a judgment in the dark, I bring the hammer of the engine to your heart. This is the fast lane iron verdict, echo in the smoke, breaking all your pride like a rusted crown that broke. On the edge of grip where your courage comes apart, I write the iron sentence on your heart.
When the engines die and the crowd grows still, only one name lingers on the hill. In the silence after all the tires burn, the iron verdict says it's my turn.
your chest.
Stories of the nights when you were the best, but the lane doesn't care for a myth or name.
It just wants proof in the heat of the flame.
White stripes flicker like a ticking clock. Everyone a strike of the engine's knock.
If you flinch when the revs climb near the red,
That's the instant where your legend's dead.
bells fade out in the turbo screams.
Steel choirs singing over every dream.
I don't take sides, I don't feel hate, just the cold clean line between slow and gray. I am the Overdrive Arbiter, ruling by the red. Gamble of the engine dropping in your head.
On the edge of grip where excuses fall, I pronounce the verdict in the tire's wild call.
I am the Overdrive Arbiter, neutral to your pride.
Speed is the only law on this mountainside.
If you want the crown on this metal floor, you must face the judgment of my overdrive roar. Half-lap silence in the inner mind.
While the outside world is a howling wind grind.
In that raise a moment where the corner bites.
Every hidden doubt steps into the light.
Nitro like a sentence loaded in the tank.
Waiting for the cue at the apex flank.
If you miss that beat or misread the sign,
You'll be written off by the finish
I hear the
line.
gear shift click like a closing case.
As I pull ahead in the narrowest space.
No left build when the red line sings. Only consequence of the speed you bring. I am the Overdrive Arbiter, ruling by the red. Gamble of the engine dropping in your head.
On the edge of grip where excuses fall, I pronounce the verdict in the tire's wild call.
I am the Overdrive Arbiter, neutral to your pride.
Speed is the only law on this mountainside.
If you want the crown on this metal floor, you must face the judgment of my overdrive roar. When the engine's cool and the bells ring slow,
Signaling the end of the final show.
you can read our fate in the rubber and tar.
Who was truly fast and who just talked too far?
On the skyway court where the brave hearts bled,
Don't remember words, only what they sped.
in the hush that follows when the crowd lines fade,
Only one name echoes in the marks we made.
I am the Overdrive Arbiter, ruling by the red. Gamble of the engine dropping in your head.
On the edge of grip where excuses fall, I pronounce the verdict in the tire's wild call.
I am the Overdrive Arbiter,
Neutral to your pride, speed is the only law on this mountainside.
if you want the crown on this metal floor, you must face the judgment of my overdrive roar. Mountain spine is cutting through the silver sky. Guardrails shine where the brave ones fly. Every curve is a battlefield of painted lines. Only few can plant their mark in its spine.
Headlights slice the fog like a sharpened blade. Tires draw sigils in the night parade.
You say you're ready for the final stand, but this corner writes the truth in rubber and sand. Drums roll thunder in my beating chest.
Anthem hook rising with a war drum crest.
At the apex edge where the sparks explode,
I raise my
lips while I tighten my line with a hunter's grip.
I feel the tops and the chassis boom, drumming out a sentence in the mountains gloom.
Every tap of the throttle is a shouted claim that this curve will echo with my name.
You thought the straight was where kings are made,
But the curve is where your legends wait.
on the cliffside stage with no safety net.
You will pay for every boast you set. Corner war banner flying in the night, planted in the drift where I won the fight. Every skid mark stroke on the outer rail is a flagpole built from the risk I nailed.
Corner war banner over every turn. If you chase my line, you will crash and burn.
On the razor arc where the weak hearts shatter, only one name waves on the corner war banner. Half-light halo on the hairpin's crown, crowd noise drowning with the engine sound.
Yet inside the cockpit, it's a sacred calm while the drums beat time like a battle song.
I throw the tail out just a breath from doom, sideways flying through the tunnel gloom. You can see my flag in the sparks that fall.
Red hot confetti from a perfect call. Your silhouette fades in my rear view glass.
As the curve decides who gets to pass,
In the smoke and cheers on the mountain stair.
my banner climbs on the midnight air. Corner war banner flying in the night, planted in the drift where I won the fight. Every skid mark stroke on the outer rail is a flagpole built from the risk I nailed.
Corner war banner over every turn. If you chase my line, you will crash and burn.
On the razor arc where the weak hearts shatter, only one name waves on the corner war banner. When the engine's cool and the stars look down,
Lines of rubber write the story of the crown.
every black curved scar on the canyon wall,
Is a tattered echo of a long past
but
fall.
where the steepest corners twist and climb,
You will see my flag against the edge of time.
in the hush before the next war starter, the banner still flies and it names me harder. Corner war banner flying in the night, planted in the drift where I won the fight. Every skid mark stroke on the outer rail is a flagpole built from the risk I nailed.
Corner war banner over every turn. If you chase my line, you will crash and burn. On the
Razor arc where the weak hearts shatter, only one name waves on the corner war banner. I swore to walk away from the midnight run, told myself and everyone that I was done.
lock helmet hung the keys up on the wall. Said I'd never hear that siren engine call.
But the street lights hum like a beating drum, every empty lane saying come, just come. Promises crack in the pressure of the night, when the fast lane shines I forget what's right.
Baseline pounding like a guilty heart. Sharp hook cutting all my O's apart.
When the needle climbs and the doubts all blur, I break every vow just to feel this stir. I am the fast lane oathbreaker, white stripes flicker like the lies I spoke.
Each one another little thread I broke.
Said I'd never chase ghosts on the road again. Now I'm neck and neck
In a steel tune sin.
Tire screen verses on the blacktop page.
Writing my relapse in a burst of rage.
Every shift is a knife through the vows I made. But I'd rather die here than slowly fade.
Wind roars louder than the warnings did.
Hard in the red where the truth is hid.
I know at dawn I'll pay the price I owe.
But right now speed is the only law I know. I am the fast lane oathbreaker, burning through the line, shattering the promise in a blaze of 99. Every lie I told about leaving this behind is scattered in the sparks as I overtake the time. I am the fast lane oathbreaker, racing with the storm, tearing up the contract I wrote to be reborn.
If devotion had a speed limit on my soul,
I crossed it when the throttle took control.
when the engines cool and the skyline pales,
I'll count the cracks in my broken tales.
yet deep inside where the revs still roar,
I know I'll chase this feeling one ride more.
even if the world calls me faithless wrong,
This cause fast lane is where I belong.
on the borderline of ruin and fame, I'll keep breaking vows in the glow of flame. stretch as the corner nears. All your boasts dissolve into simple fears.
Then the impact hits like a gavel of fire. Choir of pistons singing climb higher.
I slam through the red like a breaking wall.
Let the hammer drop, let the weak ones fall.
Your shadow shrinking in my rear view glare.
All the empty pride blown into the air.
You can taste the metal on your bitten lip as I write the lore in a single grip.
Red zone hammerfall crashing down on you. When the revs break through, there's nothing you can do. At the edge of grip, where the wild ones call, I deliver judgment in a red zone hammerfall.